Welcome to Student Connections. Our students connecting with our community.
Hello and welcome to Student Connections. Today we will be meeting one of the Marysville Lions Club members and one of the community members that recently attended the Leader Dogs for the Blind School in Rochester, Michigan. I'm Josie Husson, and joining me is Mr. David Schmorrow from the Marysville Lions Club. So let's talk about the fundraisers that the Marysville Lions Club does for the community, like the mint sales in the fall.
There's quite a few fundraisers. We have the mint sales, obviously. We have white cane sales coming up in May or some other time in spring, but this year they're in May. We have summer activities programs where we do different fundraisers, and of course the big one is assisting the Marysville Carnival. We put a program together that brings in a lot of money also.
Awesome. So out of those programs, which program makes the most money that you can give back to the community with?
The big money maker is the program that we put together for the summer activities. It has coupons in it, all kinds of ads from local businesses and some from outside of the town. It has coupons, if I hadn't said that already. It has information for the recreation program and different activities that take place during the summer.
Once the money is raised, what are some of the ways that the Lions Club uses that to give back to Marysville?
All the money goes back to the community or to other charities or people in need. Hearing and vision is something that we do. We have orthopedic equipment for anyone in Marysville that needs orthopedic equipment, from crutches to wheelchairs, walkers, different things like that. The police explorers and the bike rodeo is something that we're involved in. Friends of the library. City projects, the riverfront gazebo, the benches that we've put there, the golf course, the changing stations at the golf course. We help with the SOS pantry.
Wow, you guys do a lot.
I'm not done. Mid-City Nutrition, Boys and Girl Scouts, Little League and soccer. We do a Christmas outreach. We do a peace poster contest. We help fund the middle school and the high school robotics. And of course, we have scholarships for graduating seniors attending Baker or the community college, that we offer and give right about now.
So can you tell us anything more about those scholarships, like how to apply or what they...
Well, we've tried all different periods of when you can apply, but basically, end of winter, beginning of spring, we just finished up with our applications. And we've awarded them to 3 seniors. We have 6 $1,000 scholarships. And if you're a junior, I'm thinking of next year now, or the parent of a junior, next spring, we have 6 $1,000 scholarships. Sometimes they go unclaimed.
Wow.
And, but there are other years that we've offered 6 or 7 even.
Wow, that's amazing. So what are some of the other programs that you guys do for the community, like the glasses collection? Okay,
we collect glasses. If you go to get new glasses at one of the local eyeglass businesses, there's a collection box there. And if you don't need your old glasses, you can put them in the collection box. And we collect them once a month. And we collect over 1,000, sometimes over 2,000 in a year. And the lenses are used for people that can't afford glasses. And they're reground and remade into new glasses for people that can't afford the glasses.
So what about the Big Bear Lake Camp?
Big Bear Lake Camp is over by the Flint, Lapeer area. And it's a camp for the blind.
Okay.
And basically blind youth. And it's open during the summer, and we help fund that.
That's awesome. So thank you to Mr. Schmorrow for joining us today and sharing just a few of the wonderful ways that the Marysville Lions Club makes our city a better place. We will be back after this short break to learn how one of the local community members has benefited from the Lions Club.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
We've all seen stories of conflict that ended with peace. We've seen stories of hunger end in abundance. We see stories of fear, despair, and poverty, but they can end with courage, hope, and love. With you. Be a part of writing a story that's greater than poverty. Learn how at worldvision.org.
Welcome back to the second part of our Student Connections interview about the Marysville Lions Club. We just spoke with a Lions Club member, Mr. David Schmorrow, and now we have an opportunity to learn about one of the most important club activities, Leader Dogs for the Blind. Today we're joined with Mrs. Laura Booth and her dog Hannah. How are you today, Mrs. Booth?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Great.
Good.
So how did you hear about the Leader Dog program?
A long time ago when I was a little girl, I was probably about 5 or 6 years old, my family had a German Shepherd, and we had a lot of kids, and it was too crowded. And so my mother realized that the dog was really intelligent, so she decided, she had heard about the Leader Dog program. So we ended up giving our German Shepherd to the Leader Dog program, and the dog graduated and went on to be a Leader Dog for a man in Florida.
Wow.
So that's how I grew up knowing about the Leader Dog program.
So why did you, what was the procedure to apply for the Leader Dog?
Well, first of all, you had to do a lot of paperwork, and you had to get a medical form from your doctor to say that you were legally blind or visually impaired. And then after you submitted all your paperwork and the school accepted you, then you had to go for 1 week mobility training, which was to learn how to get around and walk with a white cane. And you had to do that as a prerequisite to be able to get a dog. So then after cane training, I went back about 6 months later and received my dog.
Wow.
And when I went for the training for the dog, that was a month stay at the Leader Dog School, and the dog was already trained, and I just had to go and learn how to work with the dog, with our trainers. The same trainer trained both of us.
Gotcha. So were there any additional requirements to be considered for the program?
No, we had to submit a video of ourselves walking so that the trainer could match us with the dog as far as our walking gaits and our stride and how active we were, that type of thing. Other than that, no, it was pretty much just you had to be willing to take care of a dog. You had to have several references because they don't want their dogs going to anyone who's not going to take care of them.
Right, of course. So after you were accepted, what was the process to attain Hannah?
Like I said, I did the cane training. Then I went to the school, and the dogs were already trained. The dogs had been with a puppy raiser for the first year of their life, and the puppy raisers are either a family or an individual raising them in a home, or they were raised in a prison. Hannah here was raised in a prison by an inmate who did a great job. And then she goes to the school after they're about 10 to 12 months old, and she's taught all different kinds of training skills, all different kinds of commands, and after 4 months of training, then the human client comes in and trains for a month with the dog and the trainer, and I stay right there at the school, and we learn all the commands, how to work with the dog. So that's pretty much.
So what types of things do they cover in the Leader Puppy program?
the Leader Puppy Program. They pretty much acclimate them to real world experiences. They try to get them to be around people and go to all different activities like concerts and things like the Renaissance Festival, just to get them out in the public and so that they're not afraid of things. They teach them how to be around traffic without being traffic shy, that type of thing.
So how long have you had Hannah, and how long have you been a part of this program?
Okay, I had Hannah about, since last October. It's been about 7 months. And I've been a part of the program. I initially went for my cane training about 1.5 years ago, and then waited 6 months and then went back for Hannah.
So what's been the biggest benefit to having Hannah?
I think the biggest thing for me has been my independence. She has given me my independence. I can walk with her through our community. She'll stop at every curb for me. She'll go right or left or whatever my command is. Mostly independence, and secondly, I would have to say companionship. Yep.
So I understand that the leader dog has important requirements to keep it healthy and trained. So what are some of those requirements?
I have to take her to a veterinarian once a year, and the vet, weighs her, does her whole physical, and then the vet reports to the leader dog school so that the leader dog school knows what kind of condition the dog is in. That is one of the main things. I have to keep her clean and well groomed because she does go into public facilities often, and they want their dogs looking the best they possibly can. Other requirements, I have to keep her trained. I can't just forget about all of our training. We go for a walk every day so that we can practice her commands and keep her on track. That's pretty much it. The school follows up with the new client. After the first month of the dog coming home, the school calls. The school also calls after 90 days, and then another 160 days, and then after a year they'll come and visit if necessary or just give you a follow-up call. One of the nice things about the school being so close to Marysville is that the trainer, actually came to Marysville and trained with me on Marysville streets.
That's
that was
really
really
nice.
a nice benefit, yeah.
Definitely.
She spent 2 days training here in our community with Hannah and me.
Mr. Schmorrow, I understand that the Marysville Lions Club helps Laura Booth. Can you explain more about that?
Sure. I don't know if most people realize, but taking care of a leader dog is very expensive for the owner. And the Lions Club has been involved in the leader dog school for the blind since the inception of Lions Clubs. It's our number one concern. And we relish the opportunity to have a leader dog in our own community. And so we offer to help financially take care of the dog, feed it, get it to the vet, get it to the groomer, anything that might come up that is necessary. There's a lot of equipment that needs to be changed. There's different expenses that people don't realize.
Definitely.
And that's what we help out with. And the Lions Club, as I said, has always been one to help with the blind.
The Marysville Lions Club also helps Miss Carolyn Crow with the Leader Dogs training program. So what does the club do to help her?
Carolyn Crow is quite a remarkable woman. She's been a puppy raiser, that is the first year of the dog's life, for 27 or 28 years. She's had 27 or 28 different dogs. And some of them, a lot of them have become leader dogs, and some of them become other types of trained dogs. And that's very expensive too. And so for 20-some years, the Marysville Lions Club has been helping her take care of the dog that she has each year.
So, Mrs. Booth, what does it mean to be able to have Hannah with you all the time?
Security. I have a sense of security when I do go places, which is very rarely without her. I feel like a part of me's not there.
Yeah.
So we've really become a team. She's my eyes, and I take care of her. We take care of each other. I guess it's teamwork. We work together, walking and through the community, and she gets me where I need to go.
Definitely.
And it's just a nice fit.
Of course. So would you recommend this program to others in the community with visual disabilities?
Oh, definitely. I would recommend it to anyone who has visual impairments. Definitely. It's a great program. The Lions Club does a great job helping out with the program. I'm very fortunate to have them. And anyone who has a visual problem, a dog will be a great
Of course.
enhancer.
Well, thank you, Mr. Schmorrow, and thank you to Mrs. Booth and her dog Hannah for joining us today. And thank you to Mrs. Booth for sharing her uplifting story with us, and thank you to Hannah for doing what you do every day. We would also like to take a second to thank Mr. Schmorrow for sharing some of the Lions Club activities. Be sure to join us next time on M6, your hometown station.